to try to make it in this business.
Great class. They'll know each other forever. They love each other, and they'll support each other throughout their careers.
During a performance, Katie wore a dress featuring the faces of competitors from all of her 7 seasons. This is her last one, and these are her parting words.
What I really do is I shoot from the heart. And it's been an amazing journey, all 7 seasons. Thank you for inviting me into your home.
American Idol will be back for season 23 with a new judge on the panel next year. In Hollywood, George Pinocchio for ABC News.
And as for who that judge is, no word yet, but there are favorites by fans swimming around online. Names that have been dropped include Meghan Trainor, Jelly Roll, and rock icon Jon Bon Jovi. Right now on Good Morning Northwest, one person is under arrest after a suspected DUI crash in Pasco over the weekend. Find out where this crash happened. The Grant County Sheriff's Office is investigating after a fatal crash over a cliff. What we know so far. And the Richland School District has made some decisions in regards to a new school. We have those details next. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Who might be seeing some rain starting later today. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jill Sperling. Jessica Jalal is off today. It is Monday, May 20th, 2024. Let's check in right away this morning on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, I for one have been enjoying these cooler temperatures, but what can we expect as we make our way through this morning?
Well, today is going to be similar temperature-wise to what we saw this past weekend. Highs back in the 70s, and it was cooler this weekend compared to the previous weekend when we saw highs, remember, in the 80s and 90s. So this morning we're starting off on a chilly note, and we do have some clouds moving through at least the Tri-Cities area. This is what it looks like out of our studio camera in Kennewick this morning. Our temperatures are now in the lower 50s in Tri-Cities, so we've jumped up a few degrees. 51 there, 47 Connell, 47 in Walla Walla, 49 in Toppenish, and 48 degrees in Hermiston. So this morning, the light jacket, and you'll also need those sunglasses because we will see plenty of sunshine today, and we'll warm it up into the upper 60s around lunchtime. Not bad if you want to go walk to get your lunch today. And then later on this afternoon for the evening drive, temperatures will be in the middle 70s. So a pretty pleasant Monday on tap across the region. We'll let you know when rain could slow you down for your commute coming up in a couple of minutes. Jill, back to you.
We start with some breaking news overnight. The Washington State Department of Transportation says it's searching for a plane that has gone missing. Authorities say Jerry Riedinger left the Arlington Municipal Airport Sunday around 4:30 p.m. and his wife reported him missing around 6 p.m. when he did not arrive in Ephrata. Authorities began searching for him in the area of I-90 and Snoqualmie Pass. Riedinger has not called in, and while the aircraft has an emergency locator transmitter, officials have not received an emergency beacon signal. Several agencies have been searching throughout the night. Authorities ask if you think you saw or heard the plane Sunday, please call the State Emergency Operations Center. Officials say they do not need search volunteers at this time. Also new this morning, one person is dead after a wrong-way crash near Zillah. The crash happened just before 11 p.m. last night. The Washington State Patrol says a 27-year-old Toppenish woman was driving eastbound in the westbound lanes of I-82. Troopers say she hit another vehicle head-on. A third vehicle was also involved in the crash. The woman died at the hospital. The driver in the car she hit was hurt and was taken to the hospital. The name of the woman has not yet been released. One person is dead in Grant County after authorities say they crashed their car over a cliff. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says it happened around 3 p.m. Sunday after people reported seeing a vehicle on a shale slide about 100 feet from the shore of the Columbia River. Witnesses who climbed up the side of the cliff told authorities the person inside the car had died. Authorities and first responders used a Sheriff's Marine Unit boat to get to the vehicle from the Columbia River and recovered the body. Authorities say they believe the car crashed overnight near the radio tower and fell about 1,000 feet. The person's name has not yet been released. One person is under arrest and his passenger was taken to the hospital after a head-on crash in Pasco over the weekend. It happened on the Lewis Street overpass near First Avenue and Lewis Street. The driver of the car, Alejandro Blanco Cisneros, was arrested on vehicular assault and suspicion of driving under the influence. Authorities say he drove his car to the oncoming lane and hit a pickup going westbound. Blanco Cisneros' passenger suffered extensive injuries and is in the hospital. The Benton County Sheriff's Office also made an arrest of a driver who is suspected of being under the influence of drugs or alcohol after a head-on crash over the weekend. Authorities say this crash happened late Friday night on County Road 12 near North Griffin Road. Authorities say they believe distracted driving was also a factor in the crash. The driver, who deputies say caused the crash, was arrested. The driver of the other vehicle suffered non-life-threatening injuries. While National Police Week has wrapped for this year, now it's time to honor our first responders for National EMS Week. The week is celebrated from May 19th to May 25th. It gives the public the opportunity to honor emergency medical services and recognize them for their work on the medical front lines. EMS first responders respond to local emergencies, mass casualties, national emergencies, and even terrorist acts. This week marks the 50th year since it was first initiated. We are tracking developing news. The city of Richland says it's dealing with a data breach. The city says hackers went through the Benton County Emergency Services computer system to get to City of Richland servers last week. Officials are still working to figure out how much data might be at risk, but they say it could include personal information of people living in Richland, especially city utility customers. City officials say they're hoping to have more information about who's impacted and what you should do to protect your identity coming up this week. The Richland School District approved a motion to run its bond in the upcoming general election, totaling $314 million. This includes several projects, including the new comprehensive high school, a new innovative high school, the new transportation cooperative, along with numerous capital projects and more. There was a push to run the bond for the new high school and other projects, but there was some debate on when to run the bond.
I don't know how you get a message out on a general election like we're coming to, where I'd be surprised if we're barely making the news. We have competitive congressional races. We have a somewhat divisive presidential race. And our message needs to be clear.
I mean, when we've had primaries, we have really poor turnout in this area. So, I mean, I think we just need to stick with November. There's so much energy in the community about the third high school. It's not like it's the first time they've heard of it.
In the end, the Richland School Board decided on running the bond package for voters to consider in November. The $314 million bond package would result in an increase in $1 to the tax rate if voters approve it. We'll be talking with the Richland School District about what the next steps are and how the community can get involved. Keep an eye out on AppleValleyNewsNow.com to read more highlights from this meeting. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, Iran is in mourning after a helicopter carrying its president and prime minister goes down. What we know about the crash so far and what this means next for the country.
Under our roof, they're free to dream big. Because we're here to help protect those dreams. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $1,950 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
When it comes to your health, timing is everything. Health First Urgent Care is your reliable healthcare solution, locally owned and operated, providing care to our community. With locations in Pasco and Richland, we're open 7 days a week, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. No need to wait in long lines or rush to the ER for minor concerns. At Health First Urgent Care, we've got you covered with on-site x-rays and short wait times. Your health is our priority. Walk-ins are welcome. You can get the care you need when you need it. Health First Urgent Care, because your well-being comes first.
Under our roof, they're free to dream big. Because we're here to help protect those dreams. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
North Idaho's Fernand Lake. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News now at 6 Tuesday.
Now to the shocking death of Iran's president. Hardline leader Ibrahim Raisi was killed in a helicopter crash along with his foreign minister and several others. Andrew Dimbert says the aircraft was found more than 12 hours after the chopper vanished in bad weather.
This morning, Iran's president and several other leaders have been found dead at this helicopter crash site. President Ibrahim Raisi, Iran's foreign minister, and 7 others were aboard the aircraft. Drone video shows the site on a steep wooded hillside, little of the aircraft remaining beyond its blue and white tail. Raisi, seen here in the helicopter on Sunday, traveling to the Iranian border with Azerbaijan for an event. Heavy fog blanketed the area of northwest Iran, making it difficult for search and rescue teams to locate the aircraft. After a more than 12-hour search, drones provided by Turkey using thermal cameras pinpointed the crash site. Overnight Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer saying there was no evidence of foul play.
It looks like an accident. There was very bad foggy weather in northwest Iran where the copter crashed.
Elected in 2021, President Raisi was a hardliner and the second most powerful figure in Iran. He was seen as a top contender for replacing Ayatollah Khomeini, who vows after the crash there will be no disruption to state affairs. But just weeks after Iran and Israel launched unprecedented strikes on each other, experts are questioning how a transition of power in Iran could affect a region already in turmoil.
Nuclear issue is part of them. The regional peace and conditions are part of them. These are all going to be politically relevant issues in the years to come.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Search efforts have officially ended, and the bodies of those killed will be transported to the city of Tabriz. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, deadly severe weather slams the south again. The region is now bracing for record heat when that's expected to hit. A beautiful morning here this Monday morning, a bit chillier than we've seen. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your First Alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Road construction season is about to start around here. Be sure to learn where the projects are. Obey all of the signs. Slow down. Watch out for the other guy. Call us if you get hurt.
Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
Are you looking for a bank that has traditional values and modern solutions? Are you looking for a bank that is member-owned? Are you looking for a bank that leaves a lasting impact on the community? I've got news for you. You're not looking for a bank. Belong to something better. Join Hapo Community Credit Union, where you are more than just a member. Visit hapo.org to join today. Where do you credit union?
It's May Madness down here at the auto lot, and we are chopping prices. Check out this 2023 Mini Cooper fully electric hardtop loader. Was $39.95. Now it's only $28,495. Roll it out of here and check out this beautiful 2021 GMC Yukon. Put the entire family into luxury. Was $64.95. Now it's only $61.95. Hit the gas, baby. And if you love Fast and Furious, check this Hemi Dodge Charger SRT and feel the power. Was $41.95. Now it's only $38.95. Come save money at the auto lot in Kennewick.
This is not just laundry. This is laundry that's one and done. This is the ultra-fast combo laundry machine that does both washing and drying cycles. This is revolutionizing laundry. This is GE Profile.
Fred's has the GE Profile one-and-done laundry machine in stock and on sale for only $22.99. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
You know, even in the most minor car accidents, it always seems like the one not at fault gets hurt the worst. If that is you, call Allen Brecky Law Offices. Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
More than $28 billion are scammed each year from people over 65.
It's a special kind of criminal to prey on these people.
Emily Goodell digs deeper to help you fight back against these thieves.
It's despicable.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Wednesday.
A lot to unpack this week. Next live, from Disney's Young Woman in the Sea, Daisy Ridley, plus Jamila Jamil. And we're celebrating National Rescue Dog Day.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. This is a beautiful shot out of our studio camera in Kennewick. You can see those low clouds continuing to stream in from the north, but it's creating some cool colors across the sky early on this Monday morning. It is a little bit on the chilly side. We have temperatures in the 40s for the most part. Those clouds kicking temperatures up to the lower 50s in Tri-Cities, 47 Walla Walla, 42 in Pendleton, 48 in Hermiston, and 47 degrees in Yakima, 44 in Ellensburg. It was a bit breezy this weekend, especially on Saturday. Winds right now out of the south and west anywhere from 5 to about 13 miles per hour. And winds are going to stay within that range today, so not nearly as breezy as this weekend. There's that cloud cover moving through Tri-Cities, Prosser, and Hermiston. The rest of us, Yakima Valley, Kittitas Valley, even along the foothills of the Blues, enjoying plenty of sunshine this morning. So today we have a quiet and we have a pleasant start to the work week. There's a very weak area of high pressure to our north and west. That's going to try to nudge in today a little bit. It's going to keep us dry, keep temperatures closer to average this time of year. Tomorrow, we have some changes. Rain will return with this next upper level system swinging in from the north and west. It's going to bring breezy conditions once again, and that cooler weather will be returning tomorrow and Wednesday as we see this large dip in the jet stream, this upper level low right on top of us. That'll keep the cooler weather around, the breezy weather around. It will also keep the rain chances in play on Wednesday as well. So let's track everything for you hour by hour, letting you know what to expect. This morning, mostly sunny with those clouds right around the Columbia Basin. And then this afternoon, we'll see partly cloudy skies. We will stay dry today. Any showers this model is picking up on, the atmosphere is just going to be too dry to support any rain. So dry today, high temperatures in the middle 70s, which is closer to where we should be for this time of year as we get toward the end of May. 76 in Tri-Cities, 75 in Hermiston, 75 in Toppenish and Yakima, and 70 degrees in Walla Walla. Tonight, we'll start off partly cloudy and then clouds increase, so we go mostly cloudy by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, rain is still off to the west. Temperatures will be starting off back into the middle 40s. And then let's track that rain for you hour by hour. Maybe a few sprinkles tomorrow morning up toward Yakima and Ellensburg for the morning drive. Otherwise, everyone else is going to be dry. The showers start to push into Yakima, Ellensburg around lunchtime, and then this rain overspreads the rest of the region later in the afternoon. So if you live in the Tri-Cities, you can expect this rain to arrive 3, 4 o'clock. So it'll be around for the evening drive. Walla Walla, that rain getting there a little bit later, 5, 6 o'clock. And the widespread rain continues into tomorrow evening. Wednesday morning, there will be some showers around. And then Wednesday afternoon, we'll see more regeneration of scattered shower activity, maybe even a few rumbles of thunder on Wednesday. How much rain are we anticipating? Not a lot, but it's been almost 2 weeks since we've seen measurable rain across the region. So about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch across most of the region. The exception will be for our easternmost communities. across the foothills of the Blues, where we could pick up a half an inch, maybe even some isolated higher totals like that model was showing. So we do have a good chance for widespread rain tomorrow, becoming a little bit more scattered in nature Wednesday. But look at your Wednesday temp, 66 degrees. Middle 70s back on Thursday, and we'll keep it cooler as we head into next weekend. Yakima 75 today, 66 tomorrow, only 62 on Wednesday with showers diminishing, and then we're back in the 70s by the end of the week and into the weekend. Jill?
Thank you, Tiffany. Now to the severe storms in the U.S. Multiple tornadoes were reported across the plains. Rhiannon Alley reports the storms are now moving toward the Midwest as other areas brace for record-breaking heat.
Overnight, severe weather slamming the plains where multiple tornadoes touched down. This large twister hitting outside Oklahoma City after officials urged residents to seek shelter. At least 3 tornadoes were spotted in Kansas, causing extensive damage in the city of Russell.
She grabbed the dog real quick and just took off east.
The National Weather Service received 8 reports of tornadoes across Colorado, Kansas, and Oklahoma yesterday, and more severe weather is expected today.
Thunderstorms will begin to bubble in the afternoon right in the Great Lakes region during the evening commute, but then sweeping across Nebraska and Iowa. There we could see a few tornadoes. The threat persists on Tuesday, sweeping eastward into places like Kansas City, stretching from Green Bay to Oklahoma City.
Meanwhile, parts of Texas could see triple-digit temperatures this week.
The heat's not going to get any less. It's only going to get hotter from here.
Nearly 250,000 people in the Houston area are still without power after a deadly storm hit last week. Now many are left without air conditioning with record heat on the way. Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
And the city of Houston reports at least 7 people died in last week's violent storms. City officials say for some areas it could take weeks to get the electricity back on. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, if you love music, then we've got some headlines for you. A look at the new music that's been dropping, one from a band that's been together nearly 40 years. How one of the original boy bands keeps people's hearts thumping. We'll be right back.
Enjoy bowling here at Triple Play, where fun is always in season. French fries are fun, which is always in season here at Triple Play. Speaking of fun, did you know it's always in season at Triple Play?
Dude, what's with dropping the tagline?
The marketing ladies wanted me to push it.
What did they offer you?
5 pizzas.
Gonna share, right?
Of course.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Oh, thanks.
We got a probable spree killer who's been operating for at least a few weeks.
She watches them die.
She?
This is personal.
GBI, freeze!
The Will Trent season finale, Tuesday on ABC.
Following 2 epic battles in January, boxing great and current trainer Roy Jones Jr. is bringing back Yakima's Andrew Murphy and India's Mandeep Jangra to defend their titles at Legends Casino Hotel on June 28th. Murphy fought his heart out in defending his super middleweight belt to get a perfect 8-0 and now faces his biggest challenge to date. Mandeep won a solid 10 rounds to retain his junior lightweight title and will try to remain undefeated in what promises to be another bruising battle. Tickets start at just $40 and can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends gift shop. Don't miss action-packed pro boxing at Legends Casino Hotel. Get your tickets now.
Get 3.9% APR for 48 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on a 2024 Cadillac Lyriq when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
When enjoying the sun, remember sunscreen wears off. Reapply if you're out longer than 2 hours and after swimming. Get more information at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Skin cancer prevention and screening available at Prosser Memorial Health. Visit prosserhealth.org.
Fight back against scammers targeting seniors. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Wednesday.
Welcome back. New Kids on the Block are back with a new album, and a Hollywood star releases her music album. Rick Damigella has that and more in your Music Hollywood Minute on this Monday.
It's like magic, magic when you touch me, gotta have it. It's crazy how you love me.
It's New Kids on the Block. The quintet have released Still Kids, their first new album in 11 years, featuring this song, Magic. Its music video is comprised of fan-filmed footage. The New Kids launch a North American tour in June.
Take my hand and let me guide you out into the endless night.
She played a groupie in Almost Famous, but now Kate Hudson takes center stage. The actress has just released her debut album, Glorious. The 12-song set features this track, Talk About Love. Guitar virtuoso Marty Friedman's new album Drama is out now from Frontiers Music. He had a very specific goal in recording it.
I wanted to make an album that was primarily ballads and primarily uplifting motifs. You know, every single person who's a music fan at all has like these go-to albums or go-to artists that when times are really tough, really dramatic, and they just need something that's gonna put them in that nice uplifting place, they go straight to a certain thing. And I wanted to be that on this album.
Listening again in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
In a little trivia here, New Kids on the Block have been together for nearly 40 years. Tickets for their Magic Summer Tour between June and August is selling out fast. It includes special guests Paula Abdul and DJ Jazzy Jeff. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a new restaurant for the Tri-Cities, what foodies can expect to find at Perch Cantina, and the special ties it has to another local favorite. And we check in on the 2024 campaign this morning, what former President Trump and President Biden have on the campaign trail this week.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck, heavy hit.
Call 853-2222.
Welcome to the semifinals. Our 4 remaining champions will face off.
Doesn't that sound awesome?
Only the top 3 masters will advance to the finals.
Who's the greatest of all time now, I ask you?
Jeopardy Masters semifinals continues tonight on ABC.
The journey home can look a little different to everyone. For some, it's smooth and straight. For others, it's winding vineyard roads or rugged desert trails. But what really matters most is where you're headed. That's why our expert technicians are here to make sure that wherever you feel at home, whether it's when you're hard at work, surrounded by loved ones, or cheering them on from the sidelines, you get there. Our certified and trained vehicle experts are committed to keeping you on the road and getting you there safely. Because we know a vehicle is really more than a vehicle. It's your way home.
Drive home in a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz with financing as low as 2.99% from Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities.
In order to take care of your mental health and reduce stress, make sure you get enough sleep. Most adults require 7 to 9 hours each day. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Mental health services at Prosser Memorial Health's primary care clinics. Visit prosserhealth.org.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which car and driver called fun to drive? There has never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda.
Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
If your family is anything like this, you need quality floors from Empire today. Like durable carpet with built-in stain and pet protection. Tough wood laminate with a scratch-resistant finish. Or waterproof vinyl plank floors. Even bath time is no match. And when life happens, Empire backs every floor with great warranties. Quality floors you can count on.
Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now.
1-844-254-8536.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
North Idaho's Fernand Lake. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, we check in on the 2024 campaign this morning, what former President Trump and President Biden have on the campaign trail this week. A new restaurant for the Tri-Cities, what foodies can expect to find at Perch Cantina, and the special ties it has to another local favorite. A plane calls for an emergency landing and lands on a Spokane freeway. Find out what the pilot realized after the landing. Details coming up. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jill Sperling. Jessica Jalal has the day off. Let's check in right away this morning on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, what can we expect as we're waking up this morning?
It's going to be a really nice start to your Monday, Jill. Sorry about that. And we're going to keep it pretty nice throughout the day today before those rain chances return starting tomorrow. So we do have some sunshine out there, but there is a deck of clouds pushing from north to south across the Columbia Basin, and you could clearly see that out of our studio camera in Kennewick. Our temperatures are in the upper 40s and lower 50s, 51 in Tri-Cities, 48 degrees in Hermiston, 47 in Walla Walla, 47 Connell, 49 in Toppenish, and 47 degrees in Yakima. So as the kids are getting ready to head off to school, whether you're driving them, dropping them off, or whether they're going outside to catch the bus, they will need that sweatshirt or the sweater with temperatures starting off in the upper 50s closer to drop-off time. Close to 70 at recess and then middle 70s as they're heading home. So it's going to be a nice day if they want to play outside after school or if they have any after school games or practices later on today or early this evening. Rain will move in tomorrow. We'll time it out for you hour by hour, and Memorial Day a week away. We'll have a sneak peek of that beyond the 7-day forecast coming up a little bit later on in the show. Jill, back to you.
Just want to recap this morning. The Washington State Department of Transportation says it is searching for a plane that has gone missing. Authorities say Jerry Riedinger left the Arlington Municipal Airport Sunday around 4:30 p.m. and his wife reported him missing around 6 p.m. when he did not arrive in Ephrata. Authorities ask if you think you saw something, please call the State Emergency Operations Center at the number on your screen. New this morning, President Biden returns to the White House after a busy weekend, spending time at several events reaching out to black voters. His likely November rival, former President Donald Trump, also out on the campaign trail. MWN reports the former president is gaining a new endorsement from the National Rifle Association.
Re-elect Kamala and me and the Democratic Congress, and we will help the NAACP. We will sign the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, the Freedom to Vote Act, and make Roe v. Wade the law of the land again.
President Biden fired up in swing state Michigan, delivering the keynote address in an annual NAACP dinner. The president taking the stage before African-American voters in Detroit and taking aim at his rival, describing Donald Trump as unhinged, a man unable to accept the 2020 election results.
What do you think he would have done on January 6th if black Americans had stormed the Capitol? No, I'm serious. What do you think? I can only imagine. Trump isn't running to lead America. He's running for revenge.
That speech, the second major stop Sunday. The president also speaking at Morehouse College, giving a graduation address to students at the historically black school. Some graduates faced away from the president in protest over the war in Gaza.
It's a humanitarian crisis in Gaza. That's why I've called for an immediate ceasefire. An immediate ceasefire to stop the fighting. Bring the hostages home.
Former President Trump also campaigning this weekend, picking up an endorsement from the National Rifle Association, telling the group he will roll back Biden's gun control measures if elected.
They want to take away your rights. Well, I know that better than anybody. They want to take away my rights.
Trump is set to return to court in New York this morning, where his former fixer Michael Cohen will take the stand for the final time in the former president's hush money trial.
This trial is expected to wrap up this week without testimony from Mr. Trump. The former president faces 34 counts of falsifying business records, which he has denied. Meanwhile, President Biden will travel to Boston and New Hampshire tomorrow. A new waterfront restaurant in Richland is now open. The restaurant is called Perch Cantina on Columbia Point Drive. The owners tell us the inspiration for the restaurant came from traveling to places like Southern California. It took 3 years of planning to get here, including some delays. But the owners say that being part of a family-owned business makes things a little bit easier.
The fact that it was really family built and now family ran, we communicate really well together. So if there ever were any hiccups in the building process or the menu design, we would just communicate with each other, find a solution.
This also isn't the first restaurant the family opened together. They also own Three-Eyed Fish Kitchen and Bar and Lulu Craft Bar and Kitchen, also both located in Richland. Fire departments in Walla Walla and College Place will be doing joint training burns this week. Starting today, fire crews from Walla Walla and College Place fire departments, along with Walla Walla County Fire District Number 4, will be at 218 Donald Street today, starting at 8 a.m. From 8:30 to 11, Donald Street will be closed at 4th Avenue so firefighters can do their training. They are asking the public to avoid the area. A second fire training will happen on Friday at 1234 South 4th Avenue. The pilot of a plane that had to make an emergency landing on the North Spokane corridor says they didn't know they had a secondary fuel source when he ran out of fuel. The plane took off from Feltzfield Airport. The instructor and the trainees say they thought they ran out of fuel and were going to try to land at Feltzfield. A short time later, the engine lost power and the pilot was forced to land on the Spokane corridor. After getting off the plane, the pilots told the State Patrol that's when they discovered they had another fuel tank that was full. Boeing shareholders have approved a nearly $33 million pay package for outgoing CEO Dave Calhoun. That's the highest package ever paid to the company's chief executive officer. It's also a 45% increase from the $22 million Calhoun earned in 2022. This despite the fact that Boeing has been struggling financially for 5 years. Fatal crashes of its 737 MAX in late 2018 and early 2019 resulted in a 20-month grounding of its best-selling plane. Boeing is also now facing additional scrutiny for a series of safety incidents, including a mid-air blowout of part of a fuselage in January. A number of investigations have led to changes in company practices, an executive shakeup, and promises that it will turn itself around. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Riley Fitzgerald is in with a recap of an event that happened this last weekend. We will be right back.
Fight back against scammers targeting seniors. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Wednesday.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's got a great swing. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
It's Ford SUV season. Time to get out there and take on adventure in a whole new way. Start with great offers on Ford Escape, Explorer, Mustang Mach-E, and Expedition. And experience Ford Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving. Available on select vehicles. It's Ford SUV season. Let's get going. Get 0% APR for 72 months and $3,000 FlexBuy cash on an Escape. Or up to $3,000 cash on a Mustang Mach-E. Only at your local Ford dealer.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Atomic Health pays me to do the in-home, I guess, nursing or the things I do to help out, so we don't need a nurse. Meds, cooking, cleaning, getting them to doctor's appointments, picking up prescriptions, whatever else needs to be done. So at least once a month or whenever I need her, Sarah, or whatever nurse is available, comes to our house. If I have a worry that I'm not sure if he needs to go to the doctor, she comes and advises me and does an assessment and tells me if there's anything I need to do different, or I don't know that I could do this without him.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's got a great swing. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
It's time for fishing on a small North Idaho lake stocked with rainbow trout.
The one thing that I love about North Idaho is we have such a healthy trout population. That's one thing I think we take pride in.
Fly the Northwest over for Nan Lake. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. A lot to unpack this week.
Next live, from Disney's Young Woman in the Sea, Daisy Ridley, plus Jamila Jamil. And we're celebrating National Rescue Dog Day.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Hundreds of people gathered in Grandview this weekend for a regional event that only happens twice a year. The SCA, or Society for Creative Anachronism, hosted its May Crown event. Riley's here to tell us all about it.
Good morning, Jill. The SCA is an internationally known living history group with the aim to study and recreate history before the 17th century. May Crown is where SCA members in the Kingdom of Ontario, or the Pacific Northwest, get together in the Barony of Wastekeep, or the Tri-Cities region. They meet and host a combat tournament to determine who its next sovereigns will be for the next 6 months. And yes, that is a sword fight competition. Around 700 people were in Grandview for May Crown, all in full garb. There's a lot that goes down at these events, so I got a tour around the May Crown festivities with Kevin Garvey, or Kevin McGarbeth as he's known within the SCA. Let's take a look at the sights and sounds from May Crown.
Because it's a kingdom level event, there's always lots going on. This is an event where we saw almost everything. So behind me, you see the rest of, or a part of the heavy combat tournament for sovereigns. We also saw some rapier fighting, which is another one of the martial activities. There was the archery range. We have equestrian activities here. Throughout the weekend, people will be doing different performances or storytelling or singing, especially once we get into night and the campfires start up. We have some people teaching arts and sciences classes. As a group overall, the SCA is a nonprofit educational group where our goal is to try to learn as much as we can by doing about the pre-Renaissance history. Anywhere from the world, really anywhere back into where we start losing documentation, and then to turn around and teach it, right? To find as many people as we can who can find that same passion for this really obscure skill or this really particular like niche period of history in this one country where something wild happened and we don't know why. Or maybe we do, but we don't know how it worked. So then we find out by doing it.
And this is the 59th year the SCA has been around. It's spread out to 20 kingdoms across the world with as many as 3,000 to 5,000 people per kingdom. And one of the things the SCA does very well is making people feel welcomed. There are people assigned to welcome new folks in with the goal of creating an inclusive environment, helping people to get garb or tools to practice with, materials, hosting events and practices, and more. And they even let me try out a little bit of archery.
These are for the prize tournament, and they're accurate as advertised.
ties where she just twisted.
Woo! And I think I was the only one there not in full garb. Read on AppleValleyNewsNow.com how to get involved if sword fighting, cloth making, horseback riding, or just dressing up in pre-Renaissance era clothing is your vibe.
Oh, Riley, that looks like so much fun. And in addition to being so fun, it looks like it's a really educational experience as well. Did you learn a lot?
I did learn a lot. Just walking around, it was at an event center in Grandview. There was so much going on, and I left with my mind buzzing full of ideas and things. And I love writing, and I like fantasy and stuff. And so that gave me a little inspiration for maybe a future project.
And they love all the kingdom names. I don't know how you kept track of all of those. Thanks so much, Riley.
Yes.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
This week, where will Chris Hemsworth and Anya Taylor-Joy be first thing in the morning?
Get ready, JMI.
We are coming your way. And Blair and Sam are taking you aboard the USS Baton live for Fleet Week, only on Good Morning America.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Murray Gaston Wine Bar.
Memorial Aquatic Park in Pasco will be open Memorial Weekend, Saturday to Monday, 1 to 5:45 p.m. to kick off the summer swim season. With its 2 pools, water slides, diving board, splash pad, and more, Memorial Aquatic Park is the place to play over Memorial Weekend. Cool off with us this weekend at Memorial Aquatic Park in Pasco for all the fun. Learn more at PascoParksandRec.com. Get fit, have fun, and do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
Here comes the sun. Get moving with a new car from Overturf Kia. The new 2024 Kia Sportage gives you 3 great ways to save fuel. Available with fuel-efficient gas engine, a gas-electric hybrid, or as a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. A new 2024 Kia Sportage with all-wheel drive starts at just $30,990. Plus, get 1.9% interest for up to 48 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Welcome to Premier Woodworks, your premier source for custom cabinetry and full-service interior design. Our custom designs are brought to life with 3D images to help you visualize the final result. Our high-quality cabinetry is crafted with care and attention to detail. From kitchen and bath design to remodel project management, we're here to make your dream space a reality. Premier Woodworks, located at 109 North Washington Street in Kennewick.
When working, take breaks, go for a walk, or just get up and move around, because taking care of your mental health is vitally important. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Mental health services at Prosser Memorial Health's primary care clinics. Visit prosserhealth.org. Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Can you believe we're only a week away from Memorial Day? A lot of you have a 3-day weekend this upcoming weekend. Less than a month away from Father's Day, so time is ticking. Find something good for Dad and find out how to celebrate him. 31 days until summer begins and 45 until the 4th of July. We do have some low-level clouds streaming in from the north, and you can clearly see these clouds on our studio camera in Kennewick as our temperatures are slowly rising. We're at 51 in Tri-Cities, 47 Walla Walla, 45 in Dayton, 49 in Hanford, 49 Toppenish, and 47 degrees in Yakima. So a chilly start this morning. These clouds finally starting to push south of the Tri-Cities, so just visible in Prosser and Hermiston. Also some cloud cover across the eastern half of Walla Walla. But Yakima, Toppenish, Ellensburg, seeing plenty of sunshine early on this Monday morning. And we will see plenty of sunshine during the first half of the day. During the afternoon, some clouds will develop, but we're going to keep it dry since the atmosphere is going to be too dry to support any rain. Temperatures today will climb close to average. We'll put it right around 76 in Tri-City, 73 Connell, 74 Moses Lake. A little bit cooler along the foothills of the Blues, as it typically is, 68 in Dayton, 70 in Walla Walla, 75 in Toppenish, and 75 degrees in Yakima. Overnight, we will see those clouds increase. So partly cloudy this evening, turning mostly cloudy overnight. We're still dry overnight with any rain well off to our west. I think it will stay west of Yakima and Ellensburg as temperatures drop into the middle 40s by early Tuesday morning. You will need that umbrella tomorrow. You're not going to need to use it in the morning because the rain is still off to the west, but it looks like the showers will start to move into the Yakima Valley, the Kittitas Valley, as early as noon, and this rain will be on the light side. It starts to push into the Tri-Cities as early as 3, 4 o'clock, and then that rain will be along the foothills of the Blues by the evening drive. So we're looking at widespread light rainfall for your evening commute on Tuesday. Showers continue into Tuesday night. Then we'll start to see those showers diminish. Wednesday morning, couple of showers still possible. But then during the day on Wednesday, we'll see some breaks in the clouds. That will allow some scattered showers to develop, maybe even a few rumbles of thunder. So not as widespread as what we're expecting tomorrow. How much rain are we looking at between Tuesday and Wednesday? Well, about 1/10 of an inch to about 1/4 of an inch on average for most locations. The exception will be along the foothills of the Blues, where those totals could be about 1/2 an inch, maybe even higher, upwards of 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch in some isolated locations. 7-day forecast showing that we have good chances for rain Tuesday and Wednesday. Will be on the light side. We dry it out on Thursday, and then we keep it on the cooler side Friday, Saturday, with just a slight chance for a shower. Yakima, 75 today. Showers moving in tomorrow around lunchtime, continuing into tomorrow evening. Just a couple of lingering showers possible Wednesday. We're back in the 70s on Thursday. Walla Walla, 70 today. Look at those temps. We drop into the upper 50s Wednesday with rain likely, breezy, so it'll feel even cooler. But then we're back in the 70s by the end of the week. 75 in Hermiston. Then we have showers likely Tuesday and Wednesday. Back in the 70s Thursday, Friday. And look at the weekend. We'll start to warm things up. We're in the low to middle 70s Saturday and Sunday. But I know a lot of you have off next Monday. Here's a sneak peek. It does look like we'll see high pressure move in. It's looking like a warm and dry Memorial Day with temperatures in the 80s. And this will be changing throughout the next couple of days, but this is just an early look. Jill, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And we'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, are we finally seeing a little grocery store price drop?
But we all know inflation has gotten a little out of hand.
The Bureau of Labor Statistics' latest report showing prices on food at home decreased for the first time in a year by 0.2% in April.
Finally, we're seeing some relief.
With price tags on staples like eggs, fruit, veggies, and chicken all dropping. Now supermarkets are vying for your business.
What we've seen over the past couple weeks has been significant in the grocery industry. What we're going to see is just about every major retailer getting involved, lowering prices, adding more store brands, adding higher quality store brands.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll dig into whether the supermarket relief is temporary or here to stay. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rebecca Jarvis, ABC News, New York.
The darkness of bipolar depression made me feel like I was losing interest in the things I love. Then I found a chance to let in the light.
Discover Capilita,
Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Caplyta is proven to deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression. And in clinical trials, movement disorders and weight gain were not common.
Caplyta can cause serious side effects. Call your doctor about sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks in young adults. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Report fever, confusion, or stiff muscles which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements which may be permanent. Common side effects include sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, and dry mouth. These aren't all the side effects.
In the darkness of bipolar 1 and 2 depression, Caplyta can help you let in the light. Ask your doctor about Caplyta. Find savings and support at caplyta.com.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:53. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. This morning, the Washington State Department of Transportation says it's searching for a plane that has gone missing. Authorities say Jerry Riedinger left the Arlington Municipal Airport Sunday around 4:30 p.m. and his wife reported him missing around 6 p.m. when he did not arrive in Ephrata. Authorities ask if you think you saw something, please call the State Emergency Operations Center at the number on your screen. Also new this morning, one person is dead after a wrong-way crash near Zillah. The crash happened just before 11 p.m. last night. The Washington State Patrol says a 27-year-old Toppenish woman was driving eastbound in the westbound lanes of I-82. Troopers say she hit another vehicle head-on. A third vehicle was also involved in the crash. The woman died at the hospital. The driver in the car she hit was hurt and was taken to the hospital. One person is dead in Grant County after authorities say they crashed their car over a cliff. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says it happened around 3 p.m. Sunday after people reportedly seeing a vehicle on a shale slide about 100 feet from the shore of the Columbia River. Authorities say they believe the car crashed overnight near the radio tower and fell about 1,000 feet. The person's name has not yet been released. One person is under arrest and his passenger was taken to the hospital after a head-on crash in Pasco over the weekend. It happened on the Lewis Street overpass near First Avenue and Lewis Street. The driver of the car was arrested on vehicular assault and suspicion of driving under the influence. Authorities say that the car drove into the oncoming lane and hit a pickup going westbound. The driver's passenger suffered extensive injuries. The Benton County Sheriff's Office also made an arrest of a driver who is suspected of being under the influence of drugs or alcohol after a head-on crash over the weekend. Authorities say this crash happened late Friday night on County Road 12 near North Griffin Road. Authorities say they believe distracted driving was also a factor in the crash. The driver, who deputies say caused the crash, was arrested. The driver of the other vehicle suffered non-life-threatening injuries. And we're tracking developing news. The city of Richland says it's dealing with a data breach. The city says hackers went through the Benton County Emergency Services computer system to get to City of Richland servers last week. Officials are still working to figure out how much data might be at risk, but they say it could include personal information of people living in Richland, especially city utility customers. City officials say they're hoping to release more information this week. Fire departments in Walla Walla and College Place will be doing joint training burns starting today. Fire crews will be at 218 Donald Street today starting at 8 a.m. from 8:30 to 11. Donald Street will be closed at 4th Avenue so firefighters can do their training. They're asking the public to avoid the area. A second fire training will happen on Friday at 1234 South 4th Avenue. Let's check in with Tiffany for a final look at your first alert forecast.
Thank you, Jill. And we're taking a live look out of our studio camera in Kennewick, and we still see those low clouds out there, but they're in the process of moving off to the south. So those will be clearing out very soon as they push into Hermiston and Heppner. Temperatures are in the upper 40s, lower 50s, 51 in Tri-Cities, 47 Walla Walla, 48 in Hermiston, and 49 in Toppenish, 47 in Yakima. Today, 76 degrees. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds this afternoon. Winds on the lighter side. It'll be a pleasant day. We'll will become mostly cloudy overnight as temperatures fall back down into the 40s. And tomorrow, let's track that rain for you. We're going to stay dry for the morning commute, which is good news. But in Yakima, Ellensburg, Kittitas Valley, we could see that rain push in as early as the 12 o'clock hour. And then that rain continues to push from west to east. So it'll make it to the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Heppner around 3, 4 o'clock. And then for our easternmost communities, Pendleton, Walla Walla, closer to the evening drive. So widespread rain expected late in the day tomorrow. It will be cooler tomorrow, breezy tomorrow as well. 50% chance of some scattered activity Wednesday, 66. Thursday, things are quiet. We warm it up, and then just a slight chance for a shower or two Friday, Saturday. Yakima 75 today. Showers moving in as early as noon tomorrow. Look at Wednesday. Rain chances drop, but it turns cool. It's still breezy, 62, and 70s return for everyone on Thursday. Jill?
Thank you for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next. Your local news is back tonight at 5, and you can always find the latest updates on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Under our roof, they're free to dream big. Because we're here to help protect those dreams. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
When it comes to your health, timing is everything. Health First Urgent Care is your reliable healthcare solution, locally owned and operated, providing care to our community. With locations in Pasco and Richland, we're open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. No need to wait in long lines or rush to the ER for minor concerns. At Health First Urgent Care, we've got you covered with on-site x-rays and short wait times. Your health is our priority. Walk-ins are welcome. You can get the care you need when you need it. Health First Urgent Care, because your well-being comes first.
Bad sleep?
The worst.
There's really no excuse for bad sleep. During the Memorial Day